Hi everyone, you're welcome back to Craft Fashion Media. My name is Eva Rosie. In today's tutorial, I'll be demonstrating how to draft a female princess seams, converting the darts into princess seams. As you all know, we already have a pattern drafted on this channel on our basic bodies. So I'm going to be making use of the basic bodies that we already have on this channel. So if you want to find out how we got to this extent, just click on the link in the description box to check on how to draft a basic bodies pattern. So without further ado, let's get started. Sorry, before that, I want to say thank you to you all that has been supporting me on this channel. If you are new on my channel, you're welcome. So as you can see, I am trying to transfer the basic bodies on new paper that we have on the table. So, and I'm trying to extend the length to my hip length, connecting all the darts and all the notches that we have on the basic bodies. So now from my apex point, I am going to mark 1 inch above my apex point, and coming to my shoulder area, I am going to find the midpoint of my shoulder and make a mark. Now let's transfer the dart to our shoulder. So I am going to draw a line connecting the 1 inch that I marked above my apex point. I am going to use my curve ruler to connect from that point down to 1.5 inch below my apex point. And that is sorted out. Now I am going to cut through the line, stopping at my apex point. The next step is to fold the side dart in order to transfer the darts to my shoulder. As you can see, our shoulder dart is formed, and I'm going to close the side darts. Now I am going to take a paper and put underneath the opening that we have as our shoulder darts. I am going to find the midpoint between the yellow space. And I'm going to connect a line down to my apex point. From my apex point, I'm going to mark 1 inch above my apex point on that same line that runs to the shoulder. Then from that point, I am going to connect back to the white paper, as you can see. On the other side, I am still going to connect from that point and blend the apex point, as you can see. Our dart is formed. Now I am going to draw a line connecting the yellow space back to my shoulder on both sides. And that is our shoulder dart. By the side of my armhole, I'm going to blend the line because we folded that side and we lost some centimeters, as you can see. So I'm going to reconnect it. And our princess seam is formed. Now you can see perfectly well how it looks on this new paper, and that is our princess seam. Then the side dart, as you can see, it's closed on the new paper. So now I'm going to cut through the pattern. As you can see, I marked my notches in order to connect the notches perfectly well together on both sides. Keep watching to see how to draft the back panel. I am going to draft the basic bodice that we already have as well on the paper, and that is the back bodice we have on the channel. So I'm going to transfer all of that into the new white sheet of paper. I've already traced them out, so I'm trying to connect them so we can be fast. I'm connecting all the dots and all the notches as well. Finding my midpoint and inserting the shoulder dots. Now I am going to connect from my waist dart to my shoulder dart. See how I placed the hip curve to run a line from my waist dart to the shoulder. Now coming to my armhole area, I am going to mark the midpoint of my armhole. So I'm going to use that level to make a mark at the shoulder line that I've already connected towards my apex. So from that point, I'm going to connect back to the shoulder princess seam. Watch carefully. So at that level, I'm going to connect back to the shoulder darts. From that point down to the apex point, there shouldn't be any gap. There should be no gap between those space. So I'm trying to blend it off. And that is sorted out. And that is our back panel. So those areas are going off. As you can see the level and the reason why I marked the midpoint of my armhole. So I'm going to cut through that and remove the excesses. As you can see, our panels are ready, both the front and the back. Let me make a point here. Take a look at the panel where I have those notches. The front panel must be a little bit straight. There shouldn't be any bump while you are creating your shoulder seam. When there are bumps there, it is not correct. So just try as much as you can to make it a little bit straight, while the other side of the panel should be well curved. Likewise the back panel. So take note of that. It is very, very important, because I do see some princess seam that used to have bumps towards the other side of the panel. So that is very, very wrong. So I want to say thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. If you find this helpful, give it a thumbs up and share with your friends. And I hope to see you on my next tutorial. Bye for now.